Okay, some highlights from the German Bundesliga, but I'm sure that's not what you'll be talking about at the moment, but some action for you. The UEFA Champions League still going on as we speak. My colleague Yemi Adebayo joins us now. Emeka just stepped aside for a minute, but he's still around, still talking about football. Yemi, good to have you around.
It was a pleasure to be here. I almost didn't want to come in.
I know, because you
wanted
to hear more.
Yeah, wanted to hear more. I'm a big fan of Emeka. Probably doesn't know me, but we had some nicknames for him in our house back then. It was one of those few players that, when we have tough opponents, I always love.
So where's the destroyer?
Just let him go against him, Ajibade Babalade and Beniro. Those were my reliables. And anytime you have somebody tough, I always like people like that to go against them. And it's good, just rolling back the years, sharing the experience with us, and especially with this Sunday Olise row that seems not to be going away.
I know sometimes you want to laugh, Yemi, but after laughing, you realize that it's a serious issue. We shouldn't be laughing with it because that's our football right there, and we need to protect it.
Yeah, like someone I respect said recently, Nigerian football is in a mess. And that's just the best way to put it. We can gloss over it, we can laugh, we can say whatever we want to say, but the problems are deep. And we forget it when we are winning. We remember when things, so whenever we have problems, it's beyond whoever is the coach. But unfortunately, when we lose, administrators take the back seat and flog the coach, turn the coach to the scapegoat. But the issues are most times deeper. Because
if you don't take care of the issues, they will remain. Okay, let's talk about the UEFA Champions League now. The games being played as we speak, live games, halftime in the game between Atletico Madrid and PSV, and it's still goalless. Manchester City and Dynamo Kiev still goalless. Atletico Madrid, PSV, if it stays that way, we're going to see penalties. But Manchester City, they're looking good.
I mean, what else do you want? What else do you want? They've done the job in the first leg. I listened to Sergei Rebrov telling us that it's possible at Dynamo Kiev. And maybe if it was the Dynamo Kiev of his time, where it was with Andriy Shevchenko back in those days, late 90s, I mean, where they kicked out Real Madrid from the UEFA Champions League.
And then they were not even playing for the club, they played for country.
Yeah, so maybe then, but not this one. They need 3 unreplied goals at the Etihad. I don't know.
And then Manchester City that is hoping to make a record,
Yeah, get past this stage. So, and, it doesn't get better than this.
That's right.
For them. And Manuel Pellegrini, this might just, they have a realistic chance. What a way to sign off if he gets on to win. But in this one, Atletico Madrid and PSV, a lot of history between both managers, and even though both teams have met just once, we'll see how it goes. It's shaping up to be very, very difficult. But if the guys from Holland do get a goal, then it's going to be more difficult for the Spaniards because they might have to score 2. But the other game, I don't think there's any miracle that could happen. I think Dynamo Kiev are out.
And you talked about difficulty. Let's try and understand how difficult it will be for the Gunners when they travel to Barcelona tomorrow.
Mission impossible.
Wow.
Mission impossible.
Yeah, you said so.
Yeah.
With football, where anything can happen.
Mission impossible. Even the most realistic. I mean, a lot of players, even though the team received a boost, 1 or 2 players getting back. But you and I know that if you return from injury, you can't be as good as you were before the injury. So that's the way it is. And you look at the performance against Watford in the FA Cup, and you're looking, can Arsenal go to the Nou Camp, get 3 unreplied goals? It's not about. The words Per Mertesacker used on Sunday just says, tells the story. We do the playing. Some other teams get to score. And you don't even. And
that's reality check for him also because the defender.
Yes.
And he shouldn't be letting them score.
No. Well, I think it's a subtle rebuke for the strikers. That's what he's trying to say.
He should do his own business.
Look, we control the game. We put the passes around, but you guys just don't know how to put the ball behind the net, and that is why we always find ourselves in this situation we're in. Anything can happen in football. We've seen the Gunners go to the Allianz Arena and win, but the question is, will it be enough?
That's right.
Can you stop Barcelona from scoring, even if you win?
And
the moment they score 1, you need 4. It's not possible.
Okay. You say mission impossible for the Gunners, mission impossible for Juve?
Well, for a side that is known more for their defensive abilities, that tilts it for me to Bayern. Bayern average when it comes to defending, but fantastic side going forward. So it tells me that the game will be played in the half of the Italians. If they needed an odd goal, the Italians are very good at it. They'll play with Catenaccio, they defend. I mean, they have good defenders. I don't know if Chiellini will play. I don't know, Bazzagli and all the guys in the central defense. They'll work hard, keep you from scoring. Whether or not the Moratas of this world will be able to get the goods, a victory for them will do the job. Then the question here also will be, can they stop Bayern from scoring?
That's what it is. So we'll get to know tomorrow. It seems we'll be having a more explosive experience in the UEFA Champions League when Arsenal travels to the Camp Nou, and then Juve will be playing Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena. Let's talk about Maria Sharapova before we go. Yemi, it's not looking good at the moment. I feel for her, and I'm saying these are not good times for the tennis star.
Not good times. UN just discontinued a 9-year relationship with Maria Sharapova pending the investigation. And discontinue means that for now, because your integrity has been called to question, there has to be a halt. And a lot of things, we know that a lot of sponsors have pulled away from Maria Sharapova, and not good times for her. I don't know how she'll go from here. She's already provisionally suspended. Yeah. And if you read the body language from the guys in WADA, what they're saying is you don't have any excuse. You don't have any excuse. So it looks to me that it might just be over for her. At that age in tennis, you are in the twilight of your career. She's going to be, I think she's going to be 29 this year. If she gets a 2-year, 31, if she gets 4, 33, I don't know. But for someone who has played tennis from a very tender age, it's going to be very hard. It's like stopping you from breathing, because that's the only thing she knows how to do. We've seen a lot of people who say, "Oh, okay, I'm going to retire," and they still come back because that's the only way they know how to live their life. So I'm looking at Maria Sharapova. If the hammer falls, and it will fall, it's just a matter of time. It will fall. If the hammer falls, I don't know. I don't know where she's gonna go.
It's gonna get as bad as 4 years or even more. So
yeah.
that's the sad story of Maria Sharapova. She admitted testing positive.
She should count herself so lucky that she's not in athletics, because the president of IWF said, look, even first offenders, let's give them lengthy bans. So if she was an athlete, maybe she would be in trouble. But let's see what happens in the few days to come. It's hard for us to decide now, because a lot of evidence against and for her. But we'll see how it all goes.
Okay, that's it. We're hoping that it gets better and not worse for Maria Sharapova. At least just to keep the integrity of the sport, integrity that she has made for herself. Let's just take this message on Twitter, and then we'll wrap off the show tonight. Opeoluwa Semasa says, I share Emeka's disappointment, but the more people like him keep off football, the more the rot stays and deepens. And I totally agree with you, my brother Yemi. Thank you so much for coming around. That's the show. But remember, you could keep talking to us, particularly on football in Nigeria. Feel free to make use of the hashtag, and we're getting ready for that crucial game between Nigeria and Egypt. Talk to us on Twitter, we're channels_sports, and on Facebook, we're channels-sport. What a show. Action-packed for all the sports. On behalf of the ever dedicated sports team at Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria, I'm Austin Okunakman, saying in everything you do, remember to keep talking sports. Bye for now.